Hey everyone, welcome back to Impeccable Planet. Today we're going on a crazy trip, not to space this time, but to China. We're talking about the most amazing, awesome places you absolutely have to visit. Think old temples, crazy landscapes, and cities that'll blow your mind. We're talking 20 places, yes 20, that should be on your bucket list. I did my research. We're not just talking about the usual tourist spots. These are the hidden gems, the awesome spots that'll make you say, whoa. So, are you ready to explore the wonders of China? I know I am. Let's go. First up, we have to start with a classic. The biggest wall ever, the Great Wall of China. You can even see this thing from space. Okay, maybe not, but it's really huge. We're talking over 13,000 miles of amazing history stretching across northern China. It's like a giant obstacle course, but instead of prizes, you get amazing views and a good leg workout. If you're planning a visit, which you should, there are some parts you can't miss. Battling is really popular because it's been fixed up and is easy to walk on. But if you want to get away from the crowds, check out Mutianyu or Jinshanling. The views are worth it. While you're up there, walking where emperors and warriors walked, imagine, years ago they built this massive wall by hand. It's like the ultimate team project, but with more sweat and less pizza. Next, we're going to Beijing, to a place that was closed to the public for centuries. The Forbidden City. Can you imagine not being allowed into a city? It's like a keep out sign for an entire city. For almost 500 years, this huge palace was home to emperors, their families, and lots of servants. Can you imagine how much they spent on food for all those people? Mind-blowing. Today it's a super important historical site and a total must-see. You can explore the Hall of Supreme Harmony, where emperors ruled, check out the Palace of Heavenly Purity, and just soak in all that history. While you're there, look for any hidden passages or secret rooms. You never know what you might find in a place called the Forbidden City. Maybe hidden gold, a secret dragon, okay, probably not, but a guy can dream. Get ready, because we're about to see one of the craziest historical discoveries ever, the Terracotta Army. Imagine finding an army of thousands of life-sized clay soldiers, each one unique, buried for over 2,000 years. That's what happened in Xi'an in 1974. These soldiers weren't just thrown in a hole, they were arranged in battle formations ready to protect China's first emperor in the afterlife. Can you imagine the work it took to create this army? Horses, chariots, weapons, all made from clay, and experts think there are thousands more warriors waiting to be found. Visiting this place is like stepping back in time. You can walk among the soldiers, marvel at the detail, and try to understand how big this ancient wonder really is. The Terracotta Army is one of those things you have to see to believe. Get ready to be amazed because we're about to enter the world of Avatar. Kind of. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park is like a sci-fi movie, but it's totally real. We're talking huge stone pillars covered in plants, some over 3,000 feet high. James Cameron got ideas from this place for Avatar. But wait, it gets cooler. Imagine walking across a glass bridge hundreds of feet in the air with amazing views of these Avatar-like mountains below. Yeah, Zhangjiajie has that. It's not for those who are scared of heights, but it's an experience you won't forget. If you're feeling adventurous, there are lots of hiking trails. You can explore waterfalls, old temples, and maybe even see some cool animals. Zhangjiajie is like nothing you've ever seen. It's a nature lover's dream and perfect for taking pictures. If you're looking for adventure and amazing photos, add Zhangjiajie to your China bucket list. Time to relax and enjoy some beautiful scenery because we're heading to the Li River. This isn't a normal river cruise. We're talking about floating through a landscape that looks like a Chinese painting. Imagine green water reflecting huge peaks, bamboo forests, and fishing boats. It's super pretty. The most popular trip goes from Guilin to Yangshuo, and it's a journey you won't forget. As you cruise, you'll see old villages, water buffalo, and maybe even some fishermen. It's like stepping back in time. But the Li River isn't just about the views. In Yangshuo there are lots of things to do. You can rent a bike and explore, go rock climbing, or take a cooking class. So if you're looking for relaxation, adventure, and amazing beauty, a trip down the Li River is a must. It's an experience you'll remember forever. Number 6 on our China trip is going to blow your mind. We're going to the Yellow Mountains, and the pictures don't even compare to the real thing. First, the views. Imagine standing on a mountain, clouds below you, and these giant peaks all around. It's like a movie, but way better. And these pine trees. They're called Huangshan pines, and they have crazy shapes. Some are bent sideways, others grow straight out of the rocks. Oh, and the sunrises? People wait for hours to see the sunrise over these mountains, and it's worth it. The way the light hits the peaks, it's like the whole world is glowing. You have to see it. Next on our China adventure, we're going to a palace in the sky, the Potala Palace in Lhasa, Tibet. This place is on top of a mountain overlooking the city. This isn't just any palace, it's super important in Tibetan Buddhism. For centuries, it was the home of the Dalai Lama, and it's filled with history and cool things. We're talking old books, golden statues, amazing murals, everything. And the architecture? This place is massive, with over 1,000 rooms, and it's built in a unique Tibetan style. Think carvings, colorful flags, and huge golden roofs. The Potala Palace is hard to describe. It's so grand, so majestic, you have to experience it yourself. Get ready for some serious natural beauty because we're going to Zhujiagu Valley. This place is like a real-life fairy tale. Imagine clear lakes in every shade of blue and green, waterfalls and forests reflecting in the water. It's like a Bob Ross painting, but 1,000 times better. And the best part? The colors change with the seasons. In the fall, the leaves turn red and orange, creating this crazy mix of color. It's like Mother Nature's party in a forest. Zhujiagu can get crowded, but even with the crowds, the beauty of this place will amaze you. It's a must-see for nature lovers. Next on our China trip, we're going to Shanghai, one of the biggest, most modern cities in the world. And when you're in Shanghai, you have to check out the Bund. This place is famous. Imagine a waterfront lined with beautiful historic buildings, colonial architecture, Art Deco, everything. And across the river, you've got the futuristic skyline of Pudong. It's like a postcard where old and new meet. You'll want to spend hours walking along the Bund. Take a stroll at sunset, grab some street food, and enjoy the atmosphere. The Bund is a must-see in Shanghai. From Shanghai, let's go to Hangzhou, home to West Lake. This isn't your average lake. It's surrounded by temples, pagodas, gardens, and beautiful bridges. Imagine taking a boat ride across the calm water, surrounded by flowers and trees. You can even rent a rowboat. And check out the broken bridge. Legend says it's haunted. West Lake is all about peace and quiet. You can walk through gardens, drink tea, or just relax and enjoy the beauty. It's the perfect place to escape the city. Back to Beijing we go, but this time we're checking out the Summer Palace, a huge and amazing place. Built in the 12th century, the Summer Palace was where the emperors relaxed in the summer. And when I say relaxed, I mean it. We're talking over 700 buildings, including temples, bridges, gardens, and a massive lake. You could spend a whole day here. Even if you only have a few hours, check out the marble boat. It's a 2-story boat made entirely of marble. The Summer Palace is a must-see for history lovers or anyone who likes beautiful buildings and gardens. Get ready to meet some adorable creatures, giant pandas. We're going to the Giant Panda Breeding Research Base in Chengdu. This place is like panda heaven, dedicated to protecting these cuddly animals. You'll see pandas of all ages, from clumsy babies to grown-ups eating bamboo. And speaking of bamboo, get ready to see pandas eat a lot. They spend most of their day eating. You might even see a mama panda with her babies, which is super cute. This is one experience you won't forget. Just try not to go crazy over the cuteness. Get ready for this. We're traveling back in time on the Silk Road. For centuries, these trade routes connected east and west, and it's full of history and culture. We're talking old cities, markets, and amazing stories. Imagine caravans with silk, spices, and jewels traveling across deserts and mountains. From Xi'an to Kashgar, every stop is a journey through time. Imagine buying cool things, exploring ruins, and experiencing different cultures. The Silk Road is more than just a road, it's a story of human connection and exploration. Get ready to sail on the Yangtze River, the longest river in Asia. This is an amazing boat trip with stunning scenery, incredible history, and tons of breathtaking views. We'll be cruising through the three gorges, huge canyons that will amaze you. Imagine tall cliffs, lush greenery, and the mighty river. But it's not all about the views. The Yangtze is full of history. We're talking old temples, cool legends, and a look into China's culture. So get on board and get ready for an unforgettable journey. Get ready to explore the Mogao Caves. Imagine hundreds of caves hidden in cliffs in Dunhuang, filled with ancient Buddhist art. We're talking over 2,000 statues and tons of murals. It's like stepping back in time. These caves weren't built quickly. It took centuries of work starting in the 4th century. Monks used these caves to meditate and pray, and they decorated them with amazing art. It's like a giant underground art gallery. So, if you're ever in Dunhuang, the Mogao Caves are a must-see. We're headed to Luoyang to check out the Longmen Grottos. Picture this, over 2,300 caves carved into a cliff, stretching for over a kilometer. They're filled with almost 110,000 Buddhist statues, with the smallest only an inch tall and the largest 57 feet. The craftsmanship is amazing. The Longmen Grottos show the power of faith and art, and they've been around for centuries. It's like stepping into an ancient world. So if you're looking for an amazing experience, add the Longmen Grottos to your list. Get ready to be amazed, because we're going to the Temple of Heaven in Beijing. This is where emperors prayed for good harvests. Can you imagine the pressure? The architecture here is amazing. Everything is designed to show the connection between heaven and earth. You've got blue roofs, intricate carvings, and it's all surrounded by a park. The Temple of Heaven is full of history and tradition. It's like stepping back in time. So, if you're in Beijing, spend an afternoon exploring the Temple of Heaven. It's an experience you won't forget. Get ready to meet the biggest stone Buddha in the world, the Xi'an giant Buddha. This thing is huge. Imagine a Buddha statue taller than a football field, carved into a cliff. That's the Xi'an giant Buddha. This statue sits where 3 rivers meet in Sichuan province. It was carved in the 8th century, and it took over 90 years to finish. The Xi'an giant Buddha isn't just impressive because of its size, the details are amazing. You can even climb down to the foot of the statue. You'll feel small. So, if you're ever in China, head to Sichuan and check out the Xi'an giant Buddha. Get ready to enter a world that looks like a dream. This is the Reed Flute Cave, in Xi'an. This place is amazing. Imagine walking into a cave and bam, you're surrounded by huge limestone formations. It's like another world, and the pictures don't compare to the real thing. They've got bright lights illuminating the formations, creating a magical atmosphere. It's like walking through a rainbow explosion made of rock. The name Reed Flute Cave comes from the reeds that grow outside. You can make flutes out of them, so you get an amazing visual experience and maybe even some cave music. How cool is that? History lovers, this one's for you. Get ready to be amazed at the Yungang Grottos. We're talking thousands of ancient Buddhist statues carved into cliffs. Thousands! We're in Datong now, and this place is like a time capsule. Imagine spending years carving these figures into rock. The detail is mind-blowing, and you can feel the history. We're talking over 250 caves filled with more than 51,000 statues. Some of these Buddhas are massive, and the craftsmanship is incredible. The Yungang Grottos are a super important historical site. They're a must-see for anyone visiting China. Prepare to be amazed. And there you have it, the top 20 most amazing destinations in China. From the Great Wall to the Reed Flute Cave, this country is full of adventure. I'm ready to book a flight right now. If you're looking for a trip full of history, culture, and amazing scenery, China is the place for you. Thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and check out more travel videos on Impeccable Planet. See you in the next adventure.